All right, welcome back, folks. Today we have with us
Tom Miller.
Tom Miller. Thank you, Tom. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
From the Press Box, folks. Press Box Sports Bar and Grill. And why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I think the best place to start is we're an American French style. Food is our cuisine, and we're a sports grill. The idea really truly being the emphasis on our food, and then the nice part is that you can go and watch sports at the same time in a comfortable and enjoyable environment. So we started off, a brother of mine and I had lunch one day at a place I won't disclose, but
We don't want to.
you're right. And in the process, we decided that we could do something bigger, better, faster, stronger, and I think we've done a good job. There's a lot of growth that still needs to occur, but it's exciting. We're doing well.
Yeah, definitely. I've been there myself, folks, and I have to say that those fries were fantastic. The cheese fries.
Yeah, there's garlic fries. You can, and they have Parmesan
Right.
cheese on them.
Yeah, all I remember is the taste of the garlic and the cheese. And,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, it is definitely, it's amazing. Our chef, Anthony Saladino, is actually a Fresno native, went to Hoover High School, and then basically decided he wanted to grow up and moved to Vegas and became a chef for Wolfgang Puck. Was where he started off with. Of course, after some training, he was in the Army and was a cook in the Army. And so then went to Wolfgang Puck, and then after that went to Emeril Lagasse.
Oh, wow.
So he was an executive sous chef for Emeril Lagasse in Vegas at Delmonico Steakhouse and Commander's Palace. So he's very, very well trained.
Wow.
So,
That's good.
Yeah.
Definitely. And the price is very, very decent.
You know, the one thing that I hate about technology is the fact that anybody can get on and put anything they want on comments and things like that. It's the one thing I also love too. But one of the biggest challenges that we've had is proving to people that yes, we are fantastically priced for what we offer. Another restaurant that I won't name, who's actually my mentor here in town, has many times, and he runs steakhouses, has many times come in and had our ribeye, and the first thing he does is calls me back about 20 minutes after he leaves and says, "What in the heck do you do to that thing? It's amazing." So that's a nice mention to have. So
Definitely.
yeah.
Okay, well, why don't we tell everybody where you're located so that we'll make sure that we've got that information out.
Sure. We're actually probably the most far west restaurant for Fresno. We're west and we're Bullard Loop, or Bullard and Fig Garden Loop. So we're west of Brawley. If you're coming from Herndon, the best way is Brawley to the Loop, and then take the Loop west. And we're right across from Save Martin. We're in the same center as Walgreens, and we're kind of, I'd almost say, some people, the most common thing I hear is, I've driven by here 15 times and had no idea it looked like this inside. And so it's definitely removed, let's put it that way. So Bullard and Fig Garden Loop, 6022 North Fig Garden Loop.
Okay, folks. And it's once you know it's there, folks, it is not hard to find. Just watch for the press box sign, and trust me, if you go, you'll keep going. I mean, it's a walk from the bus stop for me, and I'm still returning every so often. All right, now you mentioned you brought some photos and stuff of the food?
Yeah, we some of the stuff, actually, my sister's a pretty great photographer, and so
Elizabeth, right?
Yeah, and she's one of, the neat thing about this whole adventure is that I'm the oldest of 7 kids, and 6 boys and 1 girl, and one way or another we all have some type of input, and we've all been involved, and so my sister, being the photographer she has put together some pretty cool pictures of, and I really think they're accurate representations of our food. That's our ahi tuna.
Ooh.
And
That's good.
the demi-glaze that he has with it is and a shishu sauce or sishu, I always mispronounce it, sauce that's just amazing.
Cool.
That's the lasagna rolls, which is something that's really cool. Instead of doing
That looks yummy.
a traditional lasagna, what he does is he takes and rolls the pasta, and so it's lasagna rolls, and it's amazing. Yeah. So, and then we have the salmon on top of asparagus and root vegetables like rutabaga and potatoes and yams and things like that. It's phenomenal. And then calamari, which is a real popular one that everybody loves. And one thing that's really neat about Anthony is that he's trying to go for, he's very much into the yin and yang, the hot and the hot and cold, the sweet and the spicy. And so a lot of the neat thing that he does in his foods is he adds these different flavors one way or another, and just like the calamari, it has a parsnip and then like a orange marmalade type. So there's a spicy parsnip and then an orange marmalade, which is really good. So
Wow.
The ribeye, which we talked about already.
The famous ribeye.
Oh, yeah.
It really is. It's
Oh.
meat and broccoli and homemade onion rings. So
Well, if it wasn't so far from the studio right now, I'd go there right afterward for lunch.
well, I might go after. So there you go. And then the pork chop. My grandfather loves that one. So it's a double cut pork chop, and it's served on that one, asparagus and potatoes.
I think that might be one of my favorites that we've seen so far.
Yeah.
That looks real good.
It is. It is fantastic. So yeah.
Now, do you guys do any kind of sports-related events, since it is a sports bar?
We try to do whatever we can do. One of the things that I think is the most popular and what we've become, we've got some notoriety for, is the UFC. We have 19 HD TVs in basically a 1,200, 1,300 square foot floor plan.
Wow.
And so what happens is all of these TVs, it doesn't matter where you are, encompass you. I mean, you're surrounded by TVs. So the great thing is you get to, you can enjoy a fight or a game from anywhere. And UFC is definitely our most popular. We sell out every fight, and never once have we not, which is kind of a blessing when you're a sports bar owner. Another thing that we do that we were the only ones that had the Dallas and Oakland game the other night. One of the things we've set up for our restaurant is that we have Wi-Fi, and so we can also connect our computers to any of the TVs. So one of the neat things that's happening in sports today is ESPN 360, which is a internet-based, basically TV channel. And
So kind of like us.
yeah, and then NFL Live also has their channel that's internet-based. And so to be able to air internet channel is really, really cool, and it's something that we can do. So
That's
Cool.
very cool. Is
Then-
there any place that people can check out maybe what games will be shown? Your website have any information like that?
Facebook is probably right now the best way to keep track, is to friend us, and then what we try to do is daily give updates. Dallas versus Oakland, Seahawks versus whatever. So we are constantly, and it's really neat because we do have a lot of true sports fans, hardcore, that enjoy it, that they can go on their Facebook and see quickly who's playing today, what's going on today. So
As opposed to having to look it up anywhere else.
right, exactly. They can get all they need all in one. So
Very cool.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
And then they can also find out what specials you guys might have.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely are happy hours from 3 to 6:30, Monday through Friday, during football season. So once regular season starts, we'll start doing a brunch on Sunday. And I'm going to tell you, again, our chef is amazing. One of the things he does, like peanut butter chocolate pancakes. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh,
He
that
does
sounds amazing.
granola crusted French toast. His eggs Benedict are, he's top notch. He spends a lot of time thinking and dreaming of food, and it shows.
Very cool.
I do too, but more on the eating end, I guess.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
So now you mentioned that you guys will soon have a website up?
Actually, it's supposed to be live any day.
Okay.
And we've been in the process, and it's pressboxfresno.com. But Facebook right now is probably, well, I'm going to tell you, our site could probably be up in the next 30 minutes to 24 hours.
Okay, well folks, we'll put links to both their Facebook and their website address on our page. So obviously it's not up at this moment, but as has been said in the other episodes, if you're watching this on the rerun, you'll be able to see it there.
There you go.
Now, I know there is a UFC fight coming up.
August 28th. Yeah, it's funny how I know what days they're on.
Is there still room
Yes,
for that one?
actually, if you, should I give out a number?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you call 275-7777, you can reserve a seat or a table, and it's $10 before the fight a seat and $15 the day of.
Okay.
And so there's plenty of room right now. Probably about 3 to 4 days before is when it gets crazy. It gets
Yeah.
maddening. So.
So get your seats ahead of time.
Amen.
Great.
Amen.
All right, well is there any other information you'd like to give the audience before we have to go?
I got to tell you, I've got a great staff, and they really enjoy taking care of our guests. Mindy Frabata, our general manager, is just top notch, and Anthony have worked really hard to do what we do, and we try as hard as we can to make everybody happy.
That's great. And from personal experience, the food's great, and I can't wait till I get to come back.
Yeah, we look forward to it. Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you. And we've got just about a minute left, folks, so we'll go ahead and say goodbye. Have a great day. Come back to see us next week, and we look forward
know
to
what's going on next
chatting
week?
with you. Let's see, next week. What do we got?
Give everybody a sneak peek of what may
Oh,
come
yeah,
next
that'd be
week.
Well, we've got the makeup artist who was on our show last week. She had the guest spot, and she's coming back doing a little beauty feature for us, folks. A little 5-minute feature, and then we've got the Marjorie Mason Center on there. So stay tuned. That'll be very interesting next week. And coming up next, we've got Straight Talk with John Mellows from 2 to 4, and then after that, we've got
Chuck.
Chuck's show. What in the world is Chuck's show?
We've got Chuck.
We've got Chuck? Yeah, we've got Chuck from 4 to 6. Central Valley Buzz, that's what it is. Yeah, so stay tuned, folks. Have a great day.
Thanks.